Hello, boys, babes, and all of you beans in between. What is up? Welcome back. Hi, I'm in a box. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. How are you all today? What is going on? We have been busy in the weirdest ways possible. I have realized I've left behind one of my tools I need. Whee! So, what is happening right now is I am on a mission. This mission is simple and quite sincere. I have a one goal in mind, and that goal is to capture a zombie that can wear a hat. Because I need a zombie in my iron farm. I have spent a concerning quantity of time working on other things. Holy pocket village, what the heck? And I need a zombie in this system now, so help me God. But I figured of all the things, all the silliness, of all the absurdities to capture on camera for your personal entertainment, this is probably the best one to do. Of course, there's only like 2 zombies in here. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop over here, punch a hole in the side. Hello, guys. That's not what I wanted. But if I can get the zombies in here, and if one of them can wear a hat, we will be set for business. Get over here, get in the thing. I'm gonna go turn the lights on so I can see in there better. You're a creeper, not a zombie. Oh good, that guy in front of him can hold stuff. Perfect. This has worked out perfectly. It means I don't need to do a repeat of this. I don't know what kind of guys we got inside still. Oh, cool. Hey, you want to get in a boat too? Just so I have a backup? Here we go. Now, I was going to make them wear pumpkins because I thought it'd be funny. Okay, perfect. We got one backup. Perfect. This is great. This is... I couldn't have planned this better. Okay, great. So now we have to take these guys, take them on a little adventure to shove them underground into my iron farm. And once that is established, I can get rid of this monstrosity. Thank heavens. I need a lot more blocks. But yes, so what we've been working on is I have been working with my villagers. In there, I've now achieved a leather worker in addition to a cartographer, because I had obnoxious quantities of leather courtesy of the cow farm, in addition to the fact that I have nobody to sell paper to yet, and I had all the sugarcane. So we made that happen, which has been quite helpful and quite productive in terms of just getting other things done. Let's take some more dirt. We'll leave the carrots behind. But yeah, and we also finally got the guy up to date where he could sell glass, which was necessary to get the farm working down below, which is great. So, wait. Yes, I do have those. I need more rails for safety's sake. 16 more should be plenty. But we are in the dire need of iron at this point, just because I would love to get ourselves... I don't even need the cover anymore. This is fine. But I really want to get us set up in a situation that we have everything we could possibly need in terms of getting a armor and a toolsmith set up, and iron is one of those basic things for that we need anyway. Ow. And I think this is probably our best bet, and just having an iron farm in general is a good thing. Can I... Why is it still going? Excuse me? Where are you going? Okay, that fixed that. What the heck? I don't know what I just witnessed. Okay, we need to... Yeah, hit the thing. Why are you stuck? Okay, let's get the other guy. Hold on. We're gonna trap them in. We're gonna apparently do that. We're gonna close this door. We're gonna put this down. We're gonna get him in this cart, please. Oop, nope. Oh, there we go. Okay, thank goodness. Upside, downside, shield for the win. Yeah. Just get back on the track. Keep going. Keep going. This rail should run all the way. Yeah. Go. Okay, bye. Keep going. Keep on scooting. You and your goofy little face. This is also the first time I've ever had 2 zombies this quickly pick up items. This has never happened. Here we go. Whee! That kind of worked. Get going, Buster. I gotta get you underground. Oh. I forgot you were there, mister. Okay. Now, in theory, this system should be fully operational. I need to do this. I have been an absolute fool and somehow managed to make my trapdoors disappear. So we're gonna go fix that. I don't have any down here? Nope, I don't have any down here. I left my trapdoors behind like a fool. We need to do so that I can... I did it! I am a genius. It's working! Oh no, I gotta fix the under part of the thing. There's a block in the way. I forgot to take the blocks out. I do want the trapdoor back. Not trapdoor. I want that, yes. Perfect. But I gotta get rid of those. It's working! Okay, so the thing here left that I have left to do is to make the breeder operational. I just need to throw that guy that's upstairs that got out into the farm section. If I can't get him in there, I'll just grab one of my guys from the trading hall. But it's working. Guys, it's working. Thank heavens. Okay, great. We're gonna do this so that nothing like flies off of it when it comes through. But we then need to sit down and figure out how we're gonna handle the villager capture system, but that's not priority because I've got enough villagers right now to be fine. We just need the iron to start, which is great because that's gonna take a while to build up anyway. Oh my goodness, this is phenomenal. But I have to leave the track in place until I get that last guy down here. But this is okay. This is huge. I'm gonna go let it run for just a little bit. It's probably like 10 minutes just to see how it goes while I'm up here, to make sure that it's like functional while I'm up here, which is huge. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But I'm gonna let that run. I'm gonna try and get some other stuff done, get some other prep pieces put in. But that has taken me far too long because I put things, I built the farm part too low, and then I was like, I need these guys, makes other things happen, and it was this whole ordeal. I don't know what I was doing. But we got these guys, they're great, we love them, it's working. I really wish this building was 1 block wider. Then I might redo this entire building just to get it 1 block wider. That would not be that hard. Welcome back to that. I'm gonna sit here and let it run and see how it runs while I'm up here at this level and make sure that this is an adequate distance for it to run and not too far away, because if I'm up here building and doing other things, that should be running in theory. So we're gonna park myself in a safe building and see what happens. I'll bring y'all back in just a minute. Okay, so I let this run for like, I think it's 30-ish minutes. We're looking at that, which is pretty good, especially if I'm upstairs doing other things. This is gonna add up exceedingly quickly. Now the next big thing, I know, Kit. He has a little catnip in his system. He has a lot to say about it. Buddy! But this is huge for given that I just kind of left it sitting here while I got up and did a little bit of chores. So this is great. 100% gonna even crazier once we have the breeder up there running. My good little pumpkin man. Now we can get rid of his friend though. Oh, let me get, there we go. But for what it is and what it's running with, that's not a terribly complicated system, and that's phenomenally productive. So I'm very happy with that. There's a couple of, hi buddy, other things that we want to try and make happen. One of them being that I want to get that cleared out, which will not take me long. And I should just go ahead and dispatch our friend in the corner. Sorry, buddy, your companion took care of the job. This now lets me take this whole system apart, which means this redstone back, which also means once I get a couple of other shacks built, which I think we're going to knock out a couple of them real quick. We're going to build a handful more huts. We're going to try and stash in some little redstone builds. I'm not a huge fan of just having big old redstone areas. They have to fit. They have to make sense in my space. That's just how I like to build. So that's going to be one of our big things we're going to do is have little huts that fill things. Additionally, I'm going to eventually separate the villagers into the different houses. I think I've said this previously. We are aiming to have each little hut be devoted to a different kind. So like there will be one that's a little bigger that has librarians, because I will want almost all of the types of library material you can have, all the books, all the other things. I don't need this or that. Cool. But I'm excited for it nonetheless. It should be a fairly productive and consistent production of things. And once we get some more huts put in, which I think we're going to try and put, I think I have the supplies for 2 more. I have to triple check that. I might be wrong. We might not have enough clay to make the terracotta. But now that we are on our way to getting things and other stuff like that set up, I should be able to establish ourselves a stonemason that can get us terracotta, because I love good terracotta. We can also then change up some of the colors of the houses and make them more vibrant and try and mix and match them with other things, which will be nice. I'm excited. And then it'll even look more like the paint is chipping off of the houses and like it was initially a fun color, and they've been out here and they've survived the weather, and so over time they have lost some of their paint and coloration, which I think will look really cool. But on that note, I do think that's pretty cool. So I'm going to keep taking this apart. I'm going to keep working on stuff around here in the name of getting our iron farm some time to run. Obviously, I need to set up the breeding system later, but that's not my top priority today. So I'm going to get this cleared. We're going to start working out some of these huts. Like I might turn that one right there into a sugarcane farm, because I have a pretty condensed and compact design for a sugarcane farm that should work fairly well, and I'm very excited for it. So I'm gonna go get to work, and I'll bring y'all back in a bit. Alrighty, so here's what we're working with. I have this one over here that I put a floor in on, but we're gonna hold off on doing this one because this one specifically is positioned directly above where I think the villager outspout will be. Like I'm gonna send them up via a water spout, and that will spit them into this room. And my intention is to have an infection chamber so I can go ahead and disinfect them every time. But we're going to put off building this building until I eventually get the other guy downstairs. So what we're going to focus on instead is getting one of the builds over here built instead. And as I said earlier, look how weird it is with all this space again. As I said previously, we are going to try and turn one of these into a sugarcane farm. But it looks like I need to kill a tree. So let's do that. But yeah, so that's the plan currently, is to throw this build together super quick. Oh, hello there. So that we can quickly and efficiently get ourselves another house to build out of. Huzzah. But yeah, I'm excited. The downside is I do not know if I have enough terracotta. I said this earlier. I went and gathered more clay, but like for 20 minutes of gathering, I only found like 36 clay around here. So we're starting to feel the burn in terms of not having the supplies I am hoping for. So that's a problem. It'd be a different story if I had access to dripstone, because we had all this mud and you could turn it into clay and then smelt it and that'd be fine. But we don't have dripstone, and I still need to find some. But let's get down to business. In theory, I can do a micro sugarcane farm in here. I think that's what we're gonna do. But now that I'm looking at this and realizing I should probably build the farm first so that we can navigate how much room this actually needs. Oh god. I'm gonna see what we can do. We might end up covering it up later because I might not have enough terracotta. But it's a fairly simple farm. It's the specific farm we're using. Now that we're building so many farms this episode. The iron farm we use is designed by Impulse SV. It's this 2-in-1 iron farm and breeder system. That one works great. The sugarcane farm I'm looking at is one designed by Tango Tech a couple years ago. It's a module system that he designed that should pretty efficiently provide us what we need in terms of functionality and use, as well as if I feel like making it bigger one day, which I doubt it, I'll be able to add on to it pretty efficiently to make it work. So I'm gonna find my supplies. I think we'll be able to fit one module in here, and if I make it taller we can probably fit two, but let me get what we need. So I'll bring you back in a second again. Alrighty, speed build complete. This is here, this is functional. I have tested it, does kind of work, which means I can finally clear out the absurd quantities of sugarcane I've placed over there. Like, they're cute and all, but there's a lot of it. Some of it will be still there for like detailing and texture and not being like a boring space, but there's a lot of it, and there does not need to be that much of it. So we are gonna go ahead and just like quickly toss up some walls here and there, just so that the sugarcane, when it does occur, does not just go flying off the sides. I did have to expand the building out 2 blocks that way, so we had plenty of room on the other side to get around to the redstone, make sure the redstone all fit, etc. But for the moment, it is well established. It is existing. This building is technically operational, and I am very happy with it because we will continue to grow it as we get the move on. But this is a building. This is a thing. It'll hold sugarcane. Boop. Phenomenal. I'm excited. This is honestly going to be super convenient for us. And I will, once I get more building supplies, obviously get our terracotta in there and make that thing look nice. Now that we've established that's the sugarcane one, we could, in theory, set up all of the ones that are on that bank as farms, because like I'm gonna put a bunch more over there. And do note, I am not planning to just leave this entire side of the river completely like stripped of its trees. I will come back and do custom trees. I'm not a monster. I do want to also at some point build a melon and pumpkin farm, but I am missing melons at this point. We do have pumpkins, obviously, but my current farmer does not buy pumpkins, which is upsetting. So I do need to find melons, but I think that would be a farm I put underground just due to the size of it. It'd probably go, honestly, underneath or right above the iron farm, which in theory has been running this whole time. Let's go see how it's doing. But this now existing puts me in a much better place because pistons are so expensive to craft. Like, technically they only take 1 iron, but that adds up. That adds up fast. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. I'll even put my leftovers down here. But that is going to be great for us as we continue on, both in crafting and in trading. I am so excited. So, on that list of things we're going to be doing, there are a couple things we're going to aim for next episode, as we've kind of hit the end point of where I can actually keep working for the day, and I do got to actually edit this thing and get it out to go as a video, because it's been almost 3 weeks since we've gotten to post a video from this series. So, we are gonna get that stuff done. I need to come through and add a couple more things. All right then. A couple more things here and there to everything. But yeah, we're moving along. It's going great. I'm happy with this. The next couple of things is getting the breeder set up so that we can then have this spare villagers stored there. Build a couple more huts on this side to like pre-establish what goes where. And in terms of the area surrounding this, I think for librarians, I'm going to push this section and then knock these trees out. I have a super big build that I want to do that's going to take up a good chunk of this space and then a lot of the space going this way onto the savanna section. However, it's going to require a lot more materials than I currently have available to me, so I will be slowly gathering for that because I think it'll be super cool. The idea is a little silly, but I do want to note that our goal in the next 2-ish episodes is to get to the end and get ourselves an elytra. But for that to happen, I'd much rather have slightly better enchantments on my armor. It's not bad, but it's not great either, and I am a bit of a wuss when it comes to the concept of fighting a dragon without being fully armored. So we will be working towards that, and I'm super excited. There is a piece of me that says to honestly take out this farm and ditch the bigger build concept I have, because this while I have it, and while it is technically doing me a huge favor in getting me all of the gunpowder I have so far, which is a pretty substantial quantity for this early on in the game without a bigger farm, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. Piece of me says to take it and relocate it out further away from everything, but we'll think about it. For now, it's going to stay there. The build concept I have will cover it up, which would be kind of nice. I do need to eventually get rid of that thing, and once we have wings, it'll be much easier to get up and down and run that farm without it looking like that, and we can just do something with glass up there, which will be super nice. But we've got a lot to do. We've got a lot of things. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Hold on. I forgot to mention the bad news that I will fix this. I will amend this crime. I noticed in editing back my some video footage, one of the frogs got down, and I don't know where he went. Our romance frogs, our tree frogs, he's been abandoned. Where did your friend go? Oh, can I not shift on a vine? Where did your friend go? At one point I noticed in watching back footage while I was editing that he was in here, and now he's not? So I don't know where his buddy went. But I will find him, and I will return him. Because he deserves his friend. Wherever that friend is. Or I will have to get them a new friend. I don't know. But it was very sad. I noticed that. So, we will be finding his friend. We will be establishing them their own house, I think. The tree will stay, but they'll get like a special hut. I'll probably make a cute little hut underneath it for the frogs to live in. Wait, what? Let me... Oh. Wait, what? Oh, good, you went up higher. You cannot leave the tree. I hope you understand this. Do you understand these facts? Good. I'm glad we're on the same page. You are important for my mental stability. That's all. You are my only friend here. The villagers don't like me, so you are my friend. Got it? Cool. You stay up here. Bye now. But on that note, it has been an absolute blast. Thank you so much for being here. We do have so much more to do and so much more to come, and I am very excited for all of it. So, until next time, take care, drink water, and have a lovely rest of your day. Goodbye now.